scapula. So this is our scapula. So you can see the scapula. So it is very simple to remember scapula for Viva. So scapula, as we know, it is a flat muscle, triangular muscle, somewhat triangular it has. It is. So scapula, it is our anterior aspect of scapula in our body, how it is placed. So here there is humerus, glenoid cavity of scapula. Then here there is, see, you can see here, there is a, what is this? This is a, yes, one horizontal bone in the body, that is clavicle. Now see. So first of all, first we have to remember that scapula contain two borders. Yes, three borders, I'm sorry. So it is, as it is a triangular somewhat, it contains three borders. So you can see here, this is our medial border, this is our lateral border, this is our superior border, which contain a feature called as suprascapular notch, Okay. So scapula, side determination. So side determination of scapula is done by placing the you can see here, this is the inferior angle of scapula, this is superior angle of scapula, lateral angle of scapula. So by placing the inferior angle of scapula inferiorly, by placing a glenoid cavity laterally for the attachment of humerus, okay, and coronoid process somewhat forward and laterally, okay. So this is our side determination. So which side the scapula belongs to? Yes, it belongs to right side. Now you can see here the feature. So we will do first this anterior aspect, then we will do the posterior aspect. So on the anterior aspect there are some features. So we will do from like this. So we have seen that this is our medial border, which is thin, lateral border, which is thick. This is inferior angle. So there is a clinical importance of inferior angle. Though there is attachment of serratus anterior, latissimus dorsi, and serratus anterior. So the winging scapula is due to paralysis of the serratus anterior. Now you can see superior border, which contain a notch called a suprascapular notch. So what are the contents of suprascapular notch? So first of all, suprascapular notch is converted into suprascapular foramina due to attachment of transverse scapular ligament, and it contains suprascapular nerve. Above that, after the ligament, this ligament is there. So above that ligament there is a passage for suprascapular vessels. So suprascapular vessel is not a content of suprascapular notch. Only suprascapular nerve is the content of suprascapular notch. Okay. Now we'll do the attachments. Attachments are very simple. So from we'll do from medial to lateral. So medial to lateral, thin medial border. Thin medial border, first attachment. So ह्या साइडला काहीच attachment नाही. See. You can see here that this is our anterior aspect. You have to remember the various the variation, the attachment of anterior aspect and posterior aspect. On the anterior aspect, whole the length, see this all thing except this border all over there is attachment, origin of subscapularis muscle. Origin of subscapularis muscle. On this medial border there is a attachment of, now I tell you which muscle. Yes, there is a insertion of serratus anterior muscle. So two attachment of muscles we have to remember, major attachment. The first attachment is for subscapular muscle. Then on the medial border there is attachment of serratus anterior on the inferior angle as well, because due to paralysis we know that this angle got disturbed. So here whole the length like this, serratus anterior, and this is subscapularis. So after that, a small thing we have to remember, that this here there is a the glenoid cavity. So supraglenoid tubercle, infraglenoid tubercle. Infraglenoid tubercle, there is a attachment, not attachment, we'll say origin of triceps brachii muscle. So triceps brachii originated from this and insertional this like this, okay, like this. I will show you later on. So this is our origin of triceps brachii on infraglenoid tubercle. So examiner may ask like, what is the attachment of infraglenoid tubercle? So you have to tell that origin of triceps brachii on infraglenoid tubercle. Okay. Now we are doing the posterior aspect. You can see on the posterior aspect there is, see, this is our posterior part of our scapula. So it is divided into two. parts: supraspinous part, infraspinous part. Supraspinatus fossa, infraspinatus fossa. Due to this spine, which is this spine, yes, it is called as spine of scapula or spinous process of scapula. You can see here supraspinatus fossa, infraspinatus fossa. As name suggests, attachment will do see supraspinous muscle, infraspinous muscle, supraspinatus muscle, infraspinatus muscle. Okay, done. Now see, very simple. So first of all, see, this is a spinous process. So above there is origin. Sorry, above there is two lips. It has two lips. This is our upper lip. This is our lower lip. On the upper lip there is insertion of trapezius, and on lower lip there is insertion of deltoid. So this is, we have to remember, upper lip insertion of deltoid, sorry, upper lip insertion of trapezius, lower lip origin of deltoid. So how will we remember? So trapezius, as we know the spelling of trapezius. So trapezius and deltoid. So simple trick to remember this, as it is insertion or origin. So in trapezius there is a I, but there is no O in the trapezius. So I is for insertion of trapezius, and in deltoid there is a O is for origin of deltoid muscle. There is I as well, but there is prominently first of there is O. So deltoid contain first O, then I. So origin of deltoid and T for insertion of trapezius. So this is our simple trick. Okay, now we will do the attachment. So first main question examiner ask you on this aspect is attachment. So attachments of first of all, there is attachment of this a small muscle from here, that is levator scapulae. So here there is attachment of levator scapulae, rhomboidus minor, rhomboidus major, latissimus dorsi. Levator scapulae, rhomboidus minor, rhomboidus major, latissimus dorsi. Then from here teres minor, teres major, and here infragluteal tubercle there is a triceps origin. Triceps, sorry, not origin, I say in origin as well. Okay? Origin. So origin of triceps, we have seen this. Simple. So latissimus dorsi, I'm sorry, latissimus dorsi. See what we are doing on this side now, these all are insertion, and what we are doing on this side is our origin. So latissimus dorsi is as well insertion. Okay, so here there is latissimus here there is levator scapulae, yes, levator scapulae, rhomboidus minor, rhomboidus major, this is latissimus dorsi, all are insertion. Levator scapulae, rhomboidus minor, rhomboidus major, latissimus dorsi, insertion. And origin of triceps major, sorry, triceps major, sorry, not triceps, latissimus dorsi, teres major, teres minor, and on infragluteal tubercle there is a origin of trapezius. Okay. So examiner may ask you the main important question, that what is the attachment of this coronoid process. So you have to tell on the coronoid process there are two muscles which originate and one muscle which insert. So which are they? So on coronoid process, insertion of pectoralis minor and origin of biceps brachii and coracobrachialis. Insertion of pectoralis minor and origin of biceps and coracobrachialis. Trick for this. So we have seen that insertion of triceps, origin of coracobrachialis, and deltoid. So deltoid, as we know, deltoid O, so it is origin. Coraco मध्ये I येत नाही, there is no I in coracobrachialis, so it is again origin, and I is there in trapezius, so it is insertion. Okay. After that, examiner may ask you which joint forming this glenoid cavity. So it is a glenohumeral joint, or you can say shoulder joint. It is a type of synovial variety of ball and socket joint.